When you do art, you don't even think about change because you embrace the change. You are the change. I am changing, so I'm not changing something. I am changing, and therefore I'm a reflection of that change. We're gonna have homelessness, we're gonna have diseases, these are part of who we are, and all what we can do to bring about change is just create more compassion, so we can see them differently, we can relate to them differently, we can humanize them again.
One line here and there.
Is that how things work, right? I think.
I have 2 pieces that I contributed to the mosaic. I have 2 spoons. I have 1 spoon here and 1 spoon down here. There's a perception that people have of the homeless population, and although for a percentage of it that is a true perception, there is a larger variety of personalities and issues that revolve around that population. Khaldoune and I kind of met by chance. I was taking grad classes at USC, and I signed up for a class, and I was the only person signed up for that class. And Dr. Hyde, who was the professor of that class at the time, she said, "This is what you're going to do. You're going to go work with this artist in the studio, and you're going to write about it. That's what we're going to do." That's what I do. He gave me lots of little odds and ends jobs, and eventually by the end of the first week, I was cutting boxes or tiles. Felt like I was kind of this little apprentice. Gave me probably 4 boxes of blue tiles and was just like, cut all these in 1 inch. So I just started cutting. Saw that I could actually do some different things with my hands, and so he started to teach me how to cut the glass. And it was a wonderful learning experience, and I was really able to see how the piece came together, not just installing it, but how he worked very, very meticulously to put each piece where it belonged. So, I was not part of the concept of this process. I came in, I guess, a little bit later when he had started. I think he had finished the first panel, or the first section. I came in kind of in this, I know where it was. It was right here when I came in. This was the first section, and I started coming in right here. So he had the idea already planned out, but I think the interesting thing about this piece and what makes this very unique in comparison to other public art pieces is that even though Khaldoune had an idea, what comes out is not only his idea, because these pieces are unplanned. He could not plan for what the community and people were going to bring to it. It's not something that you could go to the store and buy. The growth came from being out here and talking with the people that were in the community. We had a lot of people talk to us every day. I mean, a lot. And the people that came out here really kind of changed my perception of some things. I did have one particular gentleman, his name was James, and he came out here one day and he said, you need help with this. And Khaldoune's like, yes, but you come tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., and I will teach you to do it then, because he came later in the day. And Khaldoune told that to a lot of people. Nobody ever came. James, really, he came. The next morning, 9 a.m., he was sitting here. And he worked with us, for weeks on this project, just doing everything, installing, doing everything he could do. And that changed me a lot. I loved this process, and of course I had to see it through, because what good is knowing half the process if you don't know the rest of it? It was an awesome experience, and we really, got a lot better at it as we continued with it.
And now it become more about not the homeless, it become really about the emotional release. What if these walls functions as places where people come and just bury the past? Simple as that. Just, I'm here to bury my past, or share my past. I don't have to bury it. I could really acknowledge it. Like say it's my grandmother's piece, and I would love to honor her memory, and I just want to put it right here for everybody to see it. I want to bring my grandchildren home and they will see it. It's part of an artwork. It's not just sitting in a corner somewhere in my house, you know what I mean? And I think I love this idea. This is a beautiful way, and that's, once again, it is not my work anymore. Could it be a healing wall? Could it be like the healing wall of Colombia?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm gonna go and make a healing wall for Charlotte. I'm gonna make another healing wall for Casablanca.
Yeah.
We're simply, it's not about issues. It's no longer about homelessness or some social issues or whatever. It's mainly about people releasing emotions, as simple as that.